Baron pulls our Ganesh. We're going to activate our 2. Our Danzaboro goes down. We get rooted, so we're going to start falling back. Right now we're trying to help Ganesh out. Now our objective is to keep Oleron alive, act as a front line for him. His ult probably saved our life right there. We're going to dash through. Go ahead and activate our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto 1, get the pick onto another. Use our 2. We're able to assist on the Tsukiyomi. Use another 1. Activate our 3, increase our movement speed and our allies' movement speeds. And Bakasor is able to clean up the Ganesh. What a do, skibbity boo, it's your boy SeanyB Gaming, and today we're doing a skin showcase for the Molten Destroyer Cthulhu skin. If you are new to the channel, I upload every single day. I add some commentary to a game that I've already played with the intention of seeing what went right, what went wrong, and hopefully there's something that we can learn together. If there is something that we learn together, make sure you check out the channel and subscribe for more content. If you are a returning viewer, Cthulhu does really well in solo lane. I think this skin looks fantastic and we kind of pop off this game, so let's go ahead and jump into Cthulhu's kit. Starting with Cthulhu's passive, Prey on Fear. Cthulhu breaks down the mental fortitude of enemy gods, applying stacks of torment with abilities and the final hit on his basic attack chain. On reaching 4 stacks of torment, enemies are afflicted by insanity. Additionally, Cthulhu gains magical power per nearby enemy god with insanity. The torment duration is going to last for 5 seconds, the insanity duration is going to last for 20 seconds, and the magical power that he gains is 25 per enemy with insanity. Cthulhu's 1, Sanity Break. Cthulhu sends out a terrifying blast of energy, dealing damage to all enemies hit and reducing their attack speed. Enemies hit by this ability also do reduced damage to Cthulhu for 6 seconds. This ability applies 1 stack of torment, 2 if the enemy hit is facing Cthulhu, or it fears them instead if they are afflicted with insanity. Successfully consuming insanity permanently increases the base mitigation of this ability. The attack speed slow is going to be 10% at level 1, 30% at level 5, all for 3 seconds. The fear duration is going to be 1.5 seconds, and the damage mitigation is going to be 20% plus 0.5% per stack, maximum of 30%. Cthulhu's 2, The Mire. Cthulhu summons a portal creating a slowing field of Eldritch Mire at the target location. While Cthulhu channels, the Mire continues to grow as Portal fires out 2 massive shots of corruption that hit and damage all enemies in the field. The first shot slows enemies and the second shot roots them. Both hits apply 1 stack of torment. Canceling this ability early stops the Mire from growing or the portal from firing additional shots. The slow is going to be 10%, the corruption slow is going to be 35%, the root duration is going to be 1 second, and the Mire duration is going to be 3 seconds after the ability is cancelled. Cthulhu's 3, Rushing Terror. Cthulhu creates 2 twisting projectiles at his side as he unfurls his wings and charges forward, damaging, stunning, and knocking enemies away. The projectiles follow at a slightly slower pace but travel further, damaging enemies as well. Enemies hit by Cthulhu or the projectiles gain 1 stack of torment. The stun duration is going to be 0.4 seconds. And finally, Cthulhu's ultimate, Descend into Madness. Cthulhu reveals his true form and any enemies caught around him are going to be damaged. In this form, Cthulhu gains increased health, becomes immune to crowd control, and gains access to no abilities. Enemies near Cthulhu gain stacks of torment, increasing in pace if they are facing him. Enemies also suffer the debuff effects of Sanity Break, causing them to deal less damage to Cthulhu. In terms of the leveling order, at level 1, we want to put a point into our 1. Level 2, put a point into our 2. Level 3, put a point into our 3. Then we want to max out our 1, max out our ultimate whenever we can, max out our 2, and max out our 3. So the 2 does do more damage, but you get to use your 1 more often. I think it's a little bit better at clearing wave and kind of poking out the enemy. We are going against a tier, which is a little unfortunate. Never like going against tiers. Right here we're going to try to get the AoE auto attack on our 3rd basic attack. Hit multiple minions. We poke tier with our 1. That's 9 stacks on our Warrior's Blessing. We left Fountain with Warrior's Blessing, the Health Chalice, and 4 health pots. I think it was actually 5 health pots. Bakasor is on our blue buff, so we're going to go ahead and rotate over so we can get some of the farm from it. We don't have a ton of mana, so we are going to be a little conservative on the abilities that we use. If Tyr's not here, well, I guess we're not going to be conservative at all. We're just going to go for the lane clear. Right now, we have enough money for the boots that we want, so we do want to find a time to back. I remember in this game, it's a lot later than we want it to be. I'm going to come up, hit him with the 1. Use that 3rd basic attack on the back archers. Trying to make sure that Tyr doesn't push us into tower. We're definitely out clearing before this Tyr, so that's always a good sign. That's most likely going to convert to us being the aggressors in this lane. Tyr's backing. He's probably going to pick up his boots. Took us longer to clear the wave that time, so we're going to stick around, clear one more wave, and then try to back. Since Tyr is not here, we're going to go ahead and use all of our abilities and not worry about our mana. 2 basics on the large minion, and then turn around and try to use our AoE basic onto the archers. We're going to go ahead and back, and we're going to be picking up the life... Oh no, Tyr ults us. We're going to go ahead, activate our 2, hit him with our 1, hit him with the basic, and then ult. He used his ult, we use our ult. Kind of an even trade. I don't think he's going to be able to get us. I don't think we're going to be able to get him. Now we're in a weird spot of we want to stick around and clear this minion wave, but we don't have a lot of health or mana. We could definitely pop one of those health potions that we have, but it looks like we're just sitting on it. We do have teleport. It does not look like Tyr does. We're going to go ahead and stick around for these 3 archers so we get the XP. And then we're going to back ourselves, and we're going to be picking up these shoes of the Magi. These shoes of the Magi are going to provide us with some lifesteal, which is going to be much needed for all the tussling that we're going to do in this lane. Tyr clears wave. We're going to go ahead and clear it ourselves. We want to make it there for a blue buff, so we're going to use all of our abilities. Looks like we were just short and we did not get the XP for our blue buff.
Your right tower is under attack.
Right now we do have a level on Tyr. Go ahead and clear the wave. Tyr just finished clearing the wave himself. Looks like he's going to proxy the next wave between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 tower. Not too much that we do. If we go and we chase him down, the enemy minions are going to march under tower and we might miss some gold or XP. So our best bet is to just sit over here and clear the wave. If we saw our jungler or a mid laner rotating in, we would go back and try to help. It also looks like he missed some XP because there are some minions that met up here. We're going to dash in. While he's hitting totem, we're just going to try to focus him. We're not going to be able to steal the totem from him. We get pushed. We're going to keep at the damage. Go ahead and use our 2. We get the root, basic. We use our 1. So whenever he got feared away, that means we got a stack on our 1. Hit him with another one. We're going to use our ultimate. Very bad ultimate. We ulted, we threw out our 2, and we just immediately knew. We go ahead and end our ult a little bit early. Ganesh went in super deep. We're going to try to help him out. Tyr uses his ultimate to dash away. Tsukiyomi's here. We use our 1. That's an ult from Tsukiyomi. Right now, our main priority is keeping Ganesh alive, staying alive ourselves, and clearing this minion wave. Enemy Ganesh is rotating in. We're going to use our 3 to dash away. We're going to try to help out our Ganesh. Unfortunately, he goes down. The enemy Ganesh was able to get the pick, but then gave the kill over to Tsukiyomi. We use our 2. We get the root onto the Ganesh. Oleron's here. Looks like this fight is kind of dispersed. I don't think anything else is really going to happen. Baron Samdi's here. We're going to kind of poke him out. We do great damage to all the squishy characters, so everyone except for the Soul Lane and the Guardian. We want to be here for blue buff. We're going to pick that up. They're still pushing. We get pushed back. We're going to cast our 2, kind of wiggle around a little bit. We're waiting for our dash. Ganesh uses a silence. We can't dash out, and Baron's able to get the pick on us. Bakasor has great positioning to pick up a triple right there. He gets 2. And it looks like he gets the 3rd. So even though we went down, we were able to bait the enemy team into our blue buff, which was a great time for Bakasor to ult. After going into the lifesteal boots, we're going to be going into Stone of Gaia. The Stone of Gaia is going to provide us 400 health, 25 HP 5, and 15 MP 5. It's passive. When you are hit by a knockup, a knockback, a pull, or a grab, you're going to gain 15% of your maximum health over the next 5 seconds. This effect can only occur once every 45 seconds. It has an additional passive where you're going to regenerate 0.5% of your maximum health every second. So Tyr has a push, Baron has a pull, Merlin has a vortex, I believe is what they're classifying it as now, which I think also gets affected by Stone of Gaia. Bit of a team fight going on in mid. We do have our ultimate, so we're going to go ahead and rotate in. We want to use our abilities before ulting. We cast our 2. We're going to dash in after we use our 1. We're going to go ahead and cast our ultimate. We get some damage. We're able to get the pick onto the Tsukiyomi, get the pick onto Ganesh. We're going to pop our 3 to give us increased movement speed. We're going to chase down this Baron. He uses his Aegis, but we should be able to clean him up right here. And that is a nice triple to start off the game. Great rotation from us. Came in and really messed up their team fight. After clearing 3 people, I feel like Gold Fury should be open, so we're going to start rotating towards that. Merlin's here. We're able to drop the red buff. Our blue just spawned over in solo. Looks like Tyr's stuck in the lane and then backed. We're going to go ahead and kind of tank this for our team. Merlin's here. We dash through. And the enemy team is able to steal it. That is super unfortunate. We are very weak. We might get punished right here. We're going to just stand in this Ganesh ult. Hopefully nobody rotates in. We pop our 2. We have our dash. Now it's time to dash out. That is an Oleron ultimate. We get tagged by Tsukiyomi. We're going to pop 2 health potions. They're not going to stack, they're just going to increase the amount of time that we're getting HP 5 from the health potions. We do not have teleport, so if we did not rotate over right here, Tyr would get the tower. Looks like he might get it anyway. But we want to stick around because our blue is up and we don't want to give Tyr a free blue buff. We're Cthulhu, we need that blue buff.
One by one, they all shall fall.
Go ahead and just concede the Totem of Coup. We're just going to work on the lane. If Tyr is going for blue by himself, we might be able to steal it away. We're going to activate our 2, get some damage onto Tyr. He's able to dash and secure his blue. We're going to use our 1. He uses his ultimate to dash over the wall, which I feel like he did not really need to do. If we would have ulted, then he would have needed to, and we would have wasted our ult. Luckily, we did not ult. We're going to pop our 1. Start moving back to these back archers. Looks like Tyr's going for the proxy, although our tower is down, so it's not really a proxy anymore. I'm going to go ahead and activate our 2. So the description on Cthulhu's 2 is not the clearest. Whenever there's the circle on the ground, that's going to do a 10% slow. Whenever the first shot falls from the sky, if an enemy is standing within the mire, they're going to be slowed by 35%. We should call out to our team that Tyr is missing right. Whenever he pushes past half up, he's back in right, so we don't need to call it out. After going into Stone of Gaia, we're going to be going into Breastplate of Valor. Breastplate of Valor is going to provide us 65 physical protections, 300 mana, 10 MP5, and 20% cooldown. Breastplate of Valor does not have a passive.
Even the weak can be molded.
We're going to try to get some damage onto Tyr, but he is just healing up. Once again, he's probably going to get totem. We're just going to try to get some damage onto him. We're going to activate our 2. His ult might be on cooldown. We could potentially ult him right here. Right there, we're able to fear him out of his dash. We're just going for the basics. We're going to activate our 2. Get the root. Hit him with the 1. Dash through. Hit him again. Go ahead and ult. Now that all of our abilities are on cooldown, we're going to chase him down. And his ult was not on cooldown. We're going to activate our 3 to give us normal movement speed. We're going to go ahead and start working on his blue buff. If he does not want to fight us, we're going to try to take something for it. And we're able to secure it, which is nice because we are not wearing our blue buff quite yet. Tyr is missing in right, so we call it out for the team. Looks like there's a bit of a team fight going on around oracles. For our second relic, we picked up thorns. If you can use your thorns and then use your ultimate, it makes it very hard for the enemy team to fight into you. Tyr's back in our lane. I'm gonna dash through the minion wave. Activate the 2. We're trying to call out Tyr's missing, or he's most likely going to be rotating. Go ahead and just work on clearing this wave. Now we can think about rotating to the team fight in mid. Looks like it's Tyr and Bakasura. The enemy team destroyed the Oni Fury. That is the one Oni Fury you do not want the enemy team to destroy. It's going to spawn an enhanced minion wave in each lane. Overall, my thoughts on this skin. It's a very nice looking skin. I feel like it just goes with Cthulhu really well. The effects look very nice. Everything about this skin looks very nice. We're going to go ahead and get a little bit of poke onto the tower. The enemy blue buff is up. We're going to throw out our 2. See if we can get a little poke onto somebody. Ganesh is now here. We're able to dodge him. With 3 people here, we're probably not going to be able to invade the blue, so we're just going to start falling back. 4 people here. We're going to go ahead and just use our ultimate, avoid any CC. We're going to activate our 3. That's going to increase our movement speed, give up a little bit of our health. Right now we're taking a lot of damage from Fire Giant and from Merlin. Unfortunately, we go down. We just picked a very bad spot to ult. We just stood in Fire Giant, took some damage from him, took some damage from Merlin. After going into the Breastplate of Valor, we're going to be going into Voidstone. Voidstone is going to provide us 150 health, 40 magical power, and 60 magical protections. It has a passive that enemy gods within 55 units have their magical protections reduced by 10%. So right now, our team composition, we have 3 magical characters, which means that 2 other people besides us are going to benefit from these Voidstone's passive. I must get a lot of kills in this late game, because I know the final dash line, but we're only at 3 and 2 so far. Now that we've kind of farmed up, we're larger than most characters on the enemy team. We're gonna go ahead, dash in, get some damage onto that Merlin. Activator 2. Oh no, now it's a 4v1. We do not have our ultimate. We're in a bad spot. We get pushed by Tyr, we get pulled by Baron, and it looks like we're going down. We popped our thorns. Unfortunately, it was not enough. Somehow, we picked a terrible fight. We dashed in, and then the enemy team just collapsed while we were behind them. Not the best fight for us. Definitely not executed as best as we could have. So after going into Voidstone, we're going to start working on Ethereal Staff. We have our teleport. We're going to go ahead and teleport right so we can pick up the blue buff. The blue buff is going to give us some MP5, which is the rate at which we recover mana every 5 seconds, and it's also going to give us 10% cooldown. So when we are wearing blue, we have 30% cooldown. When we are not wearing blue, we are at 20% cooldown. Bakasura's pushing structures over and right. We're going to go and try to rotate left to help out this Oleron. We're just going to give him the tower. No need in trying to loop around for that. Looks like Baron's a little overstepped. We're going to activate our 2. Slow and root onto the Baron. That's an ultimate. We're going to dash through. We get pulled right back in. Oleron's able to get the pick on the Baron. We're going to stick to this Ganesh. He uses his ultimate. We're going to go ahead and use our ultimate. We're going to chase down this Merlin. We get the knockup from our 2. Our 1 is just a little short. We're going to throw our 2. Merlin goes into jungle. We have our dash. We canceled our ult early. And we're able to catch up to Merlin and use our 1 to get the pick onto him. We knew we were not going to catch up to him in our ultimate form, so we canceled out of it so that way we would have a dash and be able to gain some distance on him. Oleron is really good at taking down structures, so we're just going to tank for him. Having minions is helpful, but between us two, we should be able to burn some things down. Minions are standing within the tower radius, so now the tower is taking 2 times the damage. Tsukiyomi's rotating behind. We're going to dash through. He gets taunted back in from the Danzavora. Tsukiyomi uses his ultimate. We're going to use our 2. We're able to get the pick onto the Tsukiyomi. We get pulled by Baron. We have our dash. We're waiting. We dash through, and we're able to survive the Ganesh ult damage.
Your right tower has been destroyed.
We've done a bad job about popping health potions this game. We should have popped that as soon as we fell below 75% health. Ganesh peels back to do a little bit of zoning. Danzavora and myself should be able to secure this. We get the Gold Fury. Now we have a pretty penny in the pocket. And we're going to be picking up the Ethereal Staff. Ethereal Staff is going to provide us 90 magical power, 200 health, and 20% crowd control reduction. It has the passive that whenever we damage an enemy with an ability, we're going to steal 8% of their mana and 6% of their health. This steal lasts for 45 seconds, and it can occur once every 15 seconds. The 20% crowd control reduction means that if we get stunned, let's say we get rooted by Baron Samedi, and it would be rooting us for 1 second. If we have 20% CDR, we're going to only be stunned for 0.8 seconds.
On my way.
While they are frail, you are strong.
We're going gonna dash in onto the Tsukiyomi. That little purple glow is the Ethereal Staff proc. We get pushed by Tyr. We're gonna make it to the back line. Use our 1, dash through. Go ahead and use our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto 1. We're gonna throw our 2 onto this. I think it's Merlin. Can't quite tell. Yep, it's Merlin. We use our 1. Use our 1 again, and we're able to get the pick. We're gonna activate our 3 to gain increased movement speed. We're gonna throw our 2 onto the Ganesh, knock him up. Use our 1. We're gonna go ahead, dash in. Use our 1. We miss. He misses his dash. We're just gonna hit him with some basics. Activate our 2. He can laugh and emote all he wants. We're gonna stick to the damage. Tsukiyomi is rotating in. Tyr uses his ultimate. We're gonna dash through 3 people. They're focusing us. Ganesh and Bakasura are rotating in. We use our 2. Tsukiyomi uses his ultimate on us. Luckily for us, it's not enough. We're going to dash backwards towards our Titan. Tsukiyomi's chasing us. We are on the run. We're going to give him a little wiggle wiggle. We're going to cast our 2. Ganesh did a great job at saving me. We definitely would have gone down without him. We're going to go ahead and dash in. We're able to get a pick onto the Tsukiyomi. The Ganesh is now pretty weak. We are also pretty weak. Probably not the best fight for us. So we're going to start just working on the minion wave and then probably fall back.
Attack, fire giant!
We should be able to get this Pyromancer between the 3 of us. We have 2 ADCs. Oleron is a magical ADC.
Be right back.
We're gonna go ahead and fall back. We do have our teleport, but the only tower we have is middle tower. We can also teleport the Phoenixes, but that's usually not worth it. We make the mistake of buying our movement speed potion before selling our relic. Not our relic, our starting blessing, and then picking up an item. Baron pulls our Ganesh. We're going to activate our 2. Our Danzaboro goes down. We get rooted, so we're going to start falling back. Right now we're trying to help Ganesh out. Now our objective is to keep Oleron alive, act as a front line for him.
Ultimate is ready. Roof up.
His ult probably saved our life right there. We're going to dash through. Go ahead and activate our ultimate. We're able to get the pick onto 1, get the pick onto another. Use our 2. We're able to assist on the Tsukiyomi. Use another 1. Activate our 3, increase our movement speed and our allies' movement speeds. And Bakasura is able to clean up the Ganesh. So now it's just the enemy tier left. We should be able to get this tower and then maybe rotate to something like Fire Giant. Oh no! I make the call to go for Gold Fury, but I don't think it's going to be up. It's not going to be up in time. Yeah, it's not close enough, so it's not worth sticking around. We may have been able to burn down Fire Giant between the 3 of us, but it seemed a little iffy. The Gold Fury is up. We're saying attack Fire Giant. We're able to bring the team over with us. We're going to dash in. We're going to start working on it. Bakasura is here. Worst case scenario, Tyr could ult over this wall. There he is, but we're able to secure the Fire Giant. We're going to aim for Baron Samedi. He's probably the best target for us right now. He does not have a dash. He can't really get away from us. We have our ult in 5 seconds.
Retreat. Ultimate is ready. Attack.
I try to get people to retreat. We're going to use our 2. Get the root onto 4 people. We're going to go ahead, dash through. We do have our ultimate. We use our ultimate. We probably should have used our ult without dashing. We use our 2. We're able to get the pick onto the Tsukiyomi. Ganesh dashes away. We're going to activate our 3. We're going to throw our 2, get the knock up, hit the 1, and the Oleron's able to get the pick. Now we're chasing down this last person. We cancel out of our ultimate. Oh, I think they backed us right around the corner. I don't know if we would have been able to get them if we looped right after coming out of the jungle. Between Oleron and myself, we should be able to get this. This will be a big pick for us, being able to get a Phoenix down. Ganesh ran mid for some reason. Each shot we take from the Phoenix is doing more damage than the last, so we don't want to stand in there forever. We hit him with the 1, we dash through him, and Oleron's able to get the pick.
Nice job. Attack.
I'm assuming this Merlin uses Blink coming out of Fountain. Takes a lot of damage from us. We dash through. There's his Blink. I'm going to try to chase him. And here comes Tyr. Now we're in a little bit of trouble. Tsukiyomi is also here. And unfortunately, we go down. There, Tsukiyomi is able to get a triple. Never a good sign. Bakasora is able to get a pick. He's fighting into a lot of people. Oh, that Baron's 1 health. Gets a heal off. I don't think our Ganesh is going to be able to get him. So in a situation like this where Ganesh is the last person alive, the best thing he can do for our team is to stay alive as long as possible and keep them off of pushing structures. So he bought us a couple of seconds. Realistically, Ganesh in that situation is not going to get a pick on anyone, and the best way he can help is just burn time for one of us to get up. There's a fat wave over in left, so we're going to go ahead, rotate over, take care of this minion wave. Merlin still wants to tussle. We're going to dash through. Hit him with the 1. Hit him with the 2. And we're able to get the pick onto the Merlin. We're going to dash through, get some damage onto Baron. The Danzaboro is able to get the pick onto Baron. We're going to keep dashing forward whenever we can. Dash. Here's a Tyr dash, our 2 misses. We go ahead and use our ultimate. Activate the 3, give us some movement speed. And we're able to get the pick onto the Tyr. Go ahead and cancel out of our ultimate. Ganesh and Tsukiyomi are the only 2 left on the enemy team. We're not really afraid of either. 13, 4, and 13. We're doing alright this game. We have minions. Ganesh uses his ultimate. Our Ganesh runs in. I think that was our Ganesh's ultimate. I thought it was the enemy team's Ganesh's ultimate. We're able to get the middle Phoenix. We're going to use our 2. Merlin's able to get a pick onto our Ganesh. We're able to get a pick onto the Baron. They just have 2 people left. We should be able to close this game out right here. We're trying to use our abilities on the Titan and also get some poke onto the enemy gods. We're pretty weak. We're going to start falling back. They're both chasing me. We're going to turn around, dash through them. Get the 1 onto the Merlin. Go ahead and use our ultimate. Get the knock up with our 2. We're trying to avoid Phoenix shots. Hit him with our 1. Hit him with another 1. We dash through, and we're able to get the pick onto the Merlin. I forgot to mention, but we sold our boots for a Soul Reaver. We should be able to close this game out. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. That really helps these videos out. If you feel like you learned anything at all, check out the channel and subscribe for more content. These stats for this game will be posted in just a moment. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great day. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.